pressure. She sacked him. A great bull rush by Chris Jones.
When it gets tough, you know, he's going to be there battling. The players appreciate it.
The Chiefs put the hammer down with a 34-yard touchdown pass. The 10, still knocked out. Oh, what a run out of this world. Falls up to 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
All right. So, listen, as far as the injuries go, Mike Edwards had a concussion. Willie's neck, he had tweaked his neck, and that was bothering him. And then Joe Tooney hurt his right pec. So, but are we good back here? You guys good? All right. All-Tide Classic again. Every time we play one of Sean's teams, it comes right down to the end. He's done a phenomenal job here, and a phenomenal job this year, like Coach of the Year level coaching. And if we don't play them again, I'm good with that. But I'm so proud of our guys and the job that they did. Just one heck of a job. You know, the sidelines were so positive, which I thought was important in this game. You knew it was going to be a tight game just because of the caliber of team they've got. And it was, and our guys just kept their composure through the highs and the lows of the game. They supported each other. Defense started off a little slow, and then they picked it up. I'm so proud of them and the job that they did in that second half. Spags had a great game plan, and he made a couple of little adjustments there, and the guys did a nice job of that. Offensively, you know, the job that our offensive line did, that's a good group, nine defensive linemen that can play, and they rotate those guys, so you're hitting fresh bodies every time, every series that you get them. I thought our offensive line did a nice job. Patrick and Kelsey, with the record that they broke there, with Gronk and Tom, I mean, that was a great job there. Kelsey had 2 touchdowns and some big catches. It was great to see Marquez have a game like he did. You know, he's taken a lot of heat, and he just kept hanging in there and came up with some big catches. And then Pacheco. So Pacheco is a beast, runs so hard, and then Clyde stepped in and had a couple great plays for us there too. But to put the hammer down at the end with those couple runs and get the first down and in the game was a big thing there. So. And then Nagy's game plan, like I said, was so deep on the offensive side, and there was plenty of stuff even left over, and we said we were going to empty the chart today and run everything. We didn't run out of anything. So it was a great job by him. And then Dave Tobe, you know, with the exception of not getting Chanel's helmet on for a kickoff, he did a great job. But Chanel came back and ended up getting, you know, stopping the fake that they had. So, but I think that's about it. So time's yours.
Andy, you like that rule where you fumble and the ball goes out of bounds?
Yeah, well, listen, he's had so many big plays for us over time, and on that play, you know, but you can't reach out. That's you know, he was trying, so you give him the effort, but we know that you can't do that down there because of that reason, and so you got to protect that football, and he'll get better for that.
Hey, what happened in the second half with your run defense? Because they seem to run a lot more effectively in the first half.
Yeah. So I thought the guys, I mean, this sounds ridiculous, but the technique, Joe was emphasizing using the hands, separating, and making sure they could see things. They were getting tied up in, you know, these physical matches with these guys, as opposed to separating and then using their speed, take care of business, and then at the same time controlling their gap. And then I thought our linebackers, whether it was Bolden or whether it was Drew, made some big plays. Chanel made some big plays. Our safeties, you saw Reed step up and had some nice hits there.
And you've been kicking some field goals lately. You turned those into touchdowns later in the game. How were you able to do that?
Yeah, well, we missed a couple, you know, there. So we had a couple that Pat wanted back. He was so mad on corner routes, but he came back and fixed that, and did some nice things, and we've got to make sure we score. We got to make sure we're putting them in the right positions. I thought, we could have been better. I told you that I went back and looked at all that, and as did the coaches, and we just got to, we got to make sure we're putting them in the right position, and guys making plays. And I thought our guys made plays down there. Did a nice job.
Was it just a matter of cleaning up the execution down there?
Yeah, that and the plays that I was dialing up at that time. We've got good plays. It's just how where you dial them up at.
Can you talk about Travis Kelce a little bit? 2 touchdowns today, but if you go back, I don't know, 8 games or whatever, and had not had the scoring production anyway that we've seen before. What was there for him today?
Yeah, and they had a plan for him. I mean, they were bringing in 33 there for a couple series and having him play man and then put a guy over the top. And listen, I thought Kels just did a nice job. I think that time off that he had there before our last game and into that last game helped him. He benefited from that. He was banged up a little bit, and he was able to kind of get over that and get himself back.
Guys good? All right, great.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So reaction from the podium, obviously a very happy Kansas City Chiefs football team. Mitch Holthus with you, voice of the Chiefs, along with senior team reporter Matt McMullen. This, though, was where the Kansas City Chiefs were fighting back. They took every punch Buffalo had and punched back.
Mitch, I think my soul left my body there for a while. What a win for the Kansas City Chiefs. The legend of this Chiefs squad and Patrick Mahomes grows yet again. And yeah, just the ability to fight with this seesaw battle against the Buffalo Bills. I mean, think about this. In this game, the Chiefs were down 3. They tied it up. They were down 7, down 4, up 3. Down 4, up 3, down 4, and then up 3. And then they held on for the entirety, for the most part, of the fourth quarter. Just another legendary game between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. And for the third time in these playoff meetings between Mahomes and Allen, Mahomes has won. 5 lead changes in this game, and I closed the radio. Remember the old Top Gun, the very first Top Gun? Where they're getting chewed out for the flyby. Tom Skerritt walks out, looks at Maverick, and goes, I guess that'll pretty much cover the flyby. I think this will pretty much cover all of the narrative that was out there that Patrick Mahomes, he has not won a road playoff game. Yes, he has, because he beat the Buffalo Bills here 27-24, and he played great in this game. He was exceptional, 17 for 23 for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. And if you exclude the drive at the end of the first half, which wasn't a true drive, he led the Chiefs to points on each of their first 5 possessions. He was not going to be denied here tonight. We call him Playoff Patrick for a reason. He was definitely Playoff Patrick here in this one. Made history tonight. 2 touchdown passes to Travis Kelce. Those 2 have teamed up in the Sweet Nectar 16 times in the postseason. That's number 1 in the history of the NFL, quarterback to any pass catcher. Let that soak in a second. Again, legendary stuff. We cannot take this for granted because every other team in the NFL is hoping to one day have this experience of having 2 of the greatest players in NFL history on their team at the same time, winning these amazing, critical playoff games. Just so much fun here for the Chiefs. And yeah, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they're already legends. Well, their collective legend grew here tonight. Defensively, more of the same. Josh Allen was great in this game, especially in the first half. But the Bills had 7 points in the second half. 2 punts and a missed field goal in their last 3 possessions. This defense continues to play the Muhammad Ali defense, the rope-a-dope, because they'll get you when it matters the most. This defense has been so good all year. And yeah, the Bills got him a few times in the first half. But for all of these guys to say, nope, you're not going to beat us here tonight. We don't care what happened earlier. We're finding a way to win this game defensively. They were just awesome. Once again, to hold the Bills to only 7 points in the second half. And think about that final drive for Buffalo where they attempted the field goal. They were driving all the way to the 26-yard line. It will be very easy to get down on yourself after that. They didn't. They defended every single blade of grass. The missed field goal happened, and we're leaving victorious. A heck of a win. Divisional playoff victory on the road. Let's get more reaction.
Is that fun? Yeah, that was fun. I love Arrowhead, but it's always fun when you get to come together as a team and really just be like y'all versus everybody and get the win. So it's always great to be in great environments and find a way to get a win.
How about just the idea of turning field goals into touchdowns?
Yeah. I mean that's important. We knew it was going to be important because how good Josh is and how good their offense is. that we were going to have to turn some of these field goals into touchdowns. Whenever we did have field goals, Harrison knocked them through. I mean, those were some tough field goals into the win. And then we were able to execute and score touchdowns. Obviously, I missed both the corner routes, one to Travis and one to MVS. But other than that, I thought we did a great job of executing in the red zone.
How about MVS's game?
Yeah, I mean, they played a lot of man coverage, and when you play man coverage in playoff football and they put that much attention on Travis and they had a little attention on Rashid as well, other guys got to make plays, and we've seen MVS in playoff games make a lot of big plays happen. And no matter what's happened all year long, he's kept the mindset and the mentality that he's going to keep working and working for moments like this. And he did a great job, made some big-time catches, and had a big game.
What did you tell Josh after the game?
Yeah, man, it's a heck of a year, man. I've been on the other side of that. It's tough. You put in so much effort and work every single game to play in these playoff games, and he played his tail off and gave them a chance to win the game. We were just able to come out with the win in the end. But that's two great football teams, two great offenses, defenses, everything going at it, and we were able to come out on top this week.
Patrick, this was the first one on the road in the playoffs. Some people were wondering how you guys were going to handle that. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I think guys took it as a challenge. I'll say that we played in the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. We lost that one. I didn't like to bring that one up, but I mean, we've played basically road playoff games before. We just come in with the same mindset. If we're going to come together, put our best foot forward, and see if we can come out with a win, and that takes the mentality throughout the week. It takes every single play executing, and we did a great job of that today, and we're able to score enough to win.
Why have you guys been so efficient on the road?
I think it's that guys come together. I mean, I love being an Arrowhead. I love being Arrowhead and playing in front of that crowd. But when you're on the road, it's you versus them. It's you versus everybody in the stadium, and you have to come together as a team. And the guys do that. And you saw that in the game today. I think that spoke well. Through 3 quarters offensively, we were moving the ball up and down the field, but we got shut down in the fourth quarter. And I went over to the defense and I told them, I said, hey, y'all shut it down, and we'll win this football game. We'll go to the AFC Championship game. And they did, going into that fourth quarter. And I told them next time I'll try to tell them earlier. If I can tell them like halftime to do that, and they're going to just shut them out from there. No, but it was a team win, and that's what you need in playoffs.
You ever have a sense during the games that what epic games these kind of games are? And you ever take even a second to appreciate that?
I do, honestly. Every time I go up against Josh, I know that it's going to come down to the end, just because of the competitor that he is and the player that he is. Same when I go up against Joe, when I go up against Lamar, all these guys. And I know how much fire they have, and they're not going to give up to the very end. And you appreciate that stuff. I mean, these are the games I watched growing up. The great quarterbacks going up against each other with great football teams, great organizations. And that's what I remember. So hopefully I'm making, like I said earlier in the week, hopefully we're making those memories for other little kids that are growing up watching football.
Jared. Hey, Patrick, you and Travis combined for a record, passing Brady and Gronk. How special was that? What was the plan, I guess, for Travis in this game?
Yeah, no, we always emphasize getting the ball to Travis, but passing anything that has Brady and Gronk in it is special, because those are two of the greatest players. I mean, Tom is the greatest player and one of the greatest tight ends of all time, and so those are great and postseason players. And so to be mentioning that and passing that, you appreciate that. It speaks to Travis and his work, being able to go out there and make plays in big games. But we always emphasize getting Travis the ball. He did a great job of getting himself open, and then once they started putting a lot of attention on him, other guys like MVS made plays. And so that's what it takes. It takes everybody. Everybody's got to make plays in order to win playoff games.
Patrick, I know you love Arrowhead, but were you excited for the challenge to play away?
I was very excited. Honestly, it wasn't even like a negative thing. It was going to be a great environment. Being in here in Buffalo, I'd heard about it. Obviously, I'd played here, but not with the fans. I knew the fans were going to be rowdy. It's going to be hostile, but you appreciate the greatness of organizations and going in week in and week out and packing the stadium and being fans. I mean, that's what it's all about. And so I obviously love playing Arrowhead, but it is cool to go on the road in the playoff game and be able to come out to win.
I just wanted to ask you about the touchdown pass to Kelsey, because it seemed like on the previous drive you missed 2 corner routes. Just kind of how those fit together.
Yeah, no, I missed 2 corner routes. One, I let it drift inside a little bit. I'm not making an excuse, a little bit with the wind. And then the other one, I let it drift past MVS, and I thought that was going to really hurt us because how their offense was playing. But we were able to get back to it. It was actually different coverage, and they just ended up dropping Travis. And I kind of eyes the guy to the corner to the out route and then gave it to Trav wide open. And so I knew I couldn't miss that one. I just had to throw it right at his face.
All right, we'll go Blair and Vahe, last two.
Patrick, what does it mean to be in an AFC Championship game for a sixth straight year?
Yeah, I mean, you appreciate it. You really do. I mean, just this run, to be a part of this organization, and to be in the AFC Championship game. I mean, that's what you try to do every single season. Why you work in the OTAs, why you work out in the off season, and come and grind every single day. And we know it's going to be a great challenge, but our goal is just to get to the Super Bowl, and that's going to take everything we have this next week because it's a great Ravens team that we're going up against.
Quickly, you good?
Right.
Last one, Vahe. Last one, Vahe.
Hey, Patrick, on your second half opening pass to Marquez, he said there was a whole lot of stuff that you guys couldn't communicate because the guys on defense need your signals. Can you just take us through how you guys did communicate on that play?
Yeah, I think he just knew when I was yelling at him. I was trying to yell at him to let him know, but I didn't want to signal. I mean, they got like 2 ex-Chiefs quarterbacks over there, and I've changed the signals a lot, but I was a little worried that they would have an idea of what we were doing, so I was kind of like mouthing it to him because he couldn't hear me. And luckily, he ran what I wanted him to run and made a heck of a catch on it.
And that play, I mean, what does it speak to about your communication with him and how it helped you guys get things started?
Yeah, man, I got trust in 11, man. I mean, he comes to work every single day, and even though he's gotten some hate from outside the building, we trust him and love him here, and we know he's gonna make big plays whenever his number's called. And he did that today in a big game, and we're gonna try to carry that momentum in the next week.
All right, thank you.
Mitch Holthus back along with Matt McMullen here in Orchard Park. The Chiefs win a divisional playoff game, on the road. Patrick Mahomes won a road game in the playoffs, just in case you want to know, 27-24. Now, what got done in this game? What was accomplished? Because it's noteworthy. The Chiefs are going to go to the AFC Championship game for the 6th consecutive year. That's second in NFL history. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, a 6th consecutive AFC Championship game. That's second in National Football League history. Let that soak in for a minute. And there's other numbers that were accomplished in this game.
Well, let's talk about, once again, the legend of Patrick Mahomes here. So Patrick has now won 13 career postseason games. That is tied for the 6th most of all time. Only 5 other quarterbacks in league history have won more playoff games than Patrick Mahomes, who's 28 years old, by the way. Tonight, he tied Ben Roethlisberger and Brett Favre for 6th most all time. Incredible stuff from Patrick Mahomes. His legend continues to grow, as I said. And in his career as a starter, his season has never finished shy of the AFC Championship game. Again, this is one of the greatest runs for any player and any team in NFL history, and it's just getting started.
Andy Reid always talks about the bigs. Okay, let's give props to Harrison Butker again. Stayed perfect. Nick Allegretti had to play for Joe Tooney. That offensive line fought tonight. They fought like crazy. It's easy to overlook those guys, especially when they had to put Allegretti in there.
And in a very tough environment as well. I mean, Buffalo wanted this badly. It was loud throughout. The crowd was super into it. Not easy to come in as the road team and the team that's beaten the Bills in previous postseasons and come out of here with a win. But you got to set the tone up front. This offensive line, despite some injuries, certainly did that, especially in the second half.
All right, let's get more reaction.
Nick, they were able to run the ball on you guys quite a bit in the first half. You guys turned that around in the second half. What changed there?
Yeah, I think kind of leaky tackling a little bit, tackling a little bit high, not killing the engine, kind of led to making contact with him at 1 or 2 yards and end up getting 5, 6 off of it, getting second and low, so it makes it down a whole lot harder. So they're able to keep drives going, not able to get them third down, not using what we think is our strengths, our D-line, pass pro, so kind of made it hard for us in the first half.
Nick, what was the feeling just when you knew you had this game won, when you're coming off the feeling? I mean, you guys have more to go, but this obviously is a landmark win.
Yeah, it was an exciting win for us, no doubt. We came out the field. We still had an opportunity to go back out there if they were able to get a stop. Then Pacheco ended up getting the first down, and kind of stood it for us. So, I mean, it's an exciting win, man. We worked hard for it. It was the first away game since at least I've been here, so it was huge for us. It's a lot of football left to be played, though. We've got another opportunity to go down there to Baltimore this week and have a chance to play for a Super Bowl. So that's our mindset.
Nick, talk about the trust. A lot of the guys use that word post-game, just talk about the trust on the front end and on the back end.
Yeah, man. We trust the front. We trust the back end to give the D-line some time. Second-level guys, third-level guys working together and understanding whatever that scheme is or that defense is called. Trusting we're going to be in the right spot at the right time and not trying to overdo stuff, not trying to force the play. It could have been easy for anybody, especially how the game was going in the first half, to try to force it a little bit, and could have led to another touchdown. But stayed the course, kept togetherness, and trusting each other, going to find a way to get a win.
A couple of guys use the motto, walk in your trap, take over your trap.
Yeah.
Is that the motto going into that game?
I mean, that's just a mindset, man. It's a playoff football atmosphere. I think that's anybody's mindset. I'm pretty sure Miami had the same mindset last week.
Hey,
Shamari had a lot of snaps today, I guess, because of Mike's injury.
Yeah.
Really, what kind of game did he have?
Man, he had a huge game for us, man. He's one of those guys that play multiple positions for us, play some nickel, play some safety, moving around a little bit, and I'm just trying to use his skill set for a young guy to come in and bag scheme. Speaks volumes to his ability to learn. I want to learn, and just taking it day by day. Rookie season, I know how it was. It can be long, it can be draining a little bit, but taking it day by day, I'm getting better every single week, man. So I'm proud of him. I know he's going to continue to get better. I'm excited for what he got in store for us next week.
Okay, guys, thanks, Dave.
Yep, thank you.
Chiefs win it here in Buffalo, the divisional playoff round, 27-24. A big reason, 1 dot. Pop, Isaiah Pacheco, talk about this victory and how sweet it was.
That victory was a team, all-out effort, and it was so sweet because we eliminated distractions today, and that's what it took for us to come here to achieve the goal that we wanted to do.
Showed some toughness, 97 yards rushing. Tell me first about your 29-yard toss when you almost got it in there.
Oh, that play was special right there. I seen Donovan get out there to the left on the edge. I seen the hole, hit it, and I kind of rolled my ankle a little bit on the back end, but, hey, came up with a big play and it allowed us to put pressure on the defense.
And your 4-yard touchdown.
Oh, great start right there. Nice, found the hole, punch it in, get it in there. Get it in the zone. No matter how, just punch it in there.
Again, the Chiefs Kingdom loves you, man. Isaiah Pacheco, the catch you made big that sets up another touchdown. I said on the air, it looked like McKinnon's route in Germany. What about that route? Is that the first time they put that in for you?
No, well, specifically in the game, yes. Just coming in, knowing the situation, understanding that it's been ran before, it's been seen, allowing to be patient and understanding that I'm the last check down and just be patient, catch it, see it, and make it happen.
Well, you're making it happen in the run game and the passing game. And then at the end, after the missed field goal, we got to run out the clock, but we got to get a first down. What about stealing a team's soul when they know you got to run it and you just ran it right at them?
We practiced that play right there so much during practice. First down wins games, and that's what it's all about. When you're prepared and you're doing it, repping it, repetition, it allows you to come out and execute it during the games. And Coach Reeves, they're great at it, and we just got to continue to allow us to listen.
Pop, your rookie class now, you guys are 5-0 in the playoffs. How much does that help you in the postseason to understand this stage?
It's a big competition at this level, and when you have players that's hungry, you got to keep feeding them and just keep building off of it. As Coach says, eliminate distractions and harp on one another.
All right, it ain't Jersey, but it's Baltimore. What about going to take on the Ravens? Because I got a feeling there's going to be a migration down from Jersey for you.
Oh, it's a good opportunity for us to go down there and bring the Chiefs Kingdom all the way to Maryland, Baltimore, however you want to call it. Continue to chop, focus on the task, eliminate distractions, we'll be good.
And what about winning a Lamar Hunt trophy?
Hey, that's the goal. It's the mindset. Chop, focus, team effort. We'll get it.
Pop is leading the way to Baltimore. Terrific game, Isaiah Pacheco. Chiefs win the divisional game here in Buffalo.
How you guys doing?
Chris, what did it feel like walking off the field after that game with so many emotions and big game?
Same thing as felt like last week. Another opportunity to play this game that we love so much, and full of excitement.
Did you feel some kind of statement made today? I know you guys have dealt with some senses of doubt, and coming here on the road one of the few times in a few years in the playoffs.
Who has senses of doubt?
You guys hearing senses of doubt?
Yeah. We don't pay attention to what everybody else say about us. We was done when we lost to the Green Bay Packers, per se usual. Everybody always doubt us. So as in paying attention to senses of doubt, quote unquote, we don't care. We still got another opportunity to play in the AFC Championship next week, right?
What does that mean to be in a 6th straight AFC title?
A lot of damn hard work. Okay, nothing comes easy, man. Took a lot of commitment from a lot of guys, and in order to be successful, man. You've seen it multiple years over there at the Patriots organization, and not only players, coaches. Take a lot of commitment for coaches, a lot of time away from their family, a lot of long hours at the office, and for these moments like this, man. For these moments like this, so for the wives, girlfriends that miss time with their significant other. This is what it's all about.
Chris, can you take us through how difficult it is to try to contain Josh in the pocket, but then when he does break, to try to chase him down the way you did in the fourth quarter?
Just all about being relentless. We know he's a dynamic quarterback, dual threat, who can throw the ball 65, 70-plus yards, but also can break off 50-plus runs. I think you've seen it last week, what he is able to do with his legs. We just try to limit his playmaking ability, especially on the ground. We know we can't stop him, per se, but we can try to contain him.
You did a pretty good job on that late in the game. What changed from earlier?
We made a few adjustments in the locker room on how we was going to rush him. Changed up the rushing lanes, changed up the way we rushed him, and we was kind of successful with it. I think we still could have done better, but we was able to get a victory, and that's all that matters.
To that end, Chris, how key was it to contain the edges in trying to contain him and the running game to keep stuff inside?
It was tough. I mean, when you go in gun, you don't know if they're going to run it. You don't know if a pass. Then you got to transition to pass rushing, but also be condescending on your rushing lanes as a player. So all of that's going in a matter of 2.3 seconds, right? So still try to affect the throw and collapse in the pocket. So it's a lot that goes on, and takes a lot of commitment and unselfish play amongst the D-line.
Chris, week in, week out, you guys on the defense side of the ball have different mottos. I know this week I talked to a couple guys after today's game, and they said it was walking your track, take over your track. How important was it to get a win here?
It was fun, man. Chance to go play in the AFC Championship again. A lot of guys, this is their second time going, and a lot of guys knew this was going to be a lot of adversity coming to this game. I think we talked about it earlier in the week. Going in a hostile environment, not a lot of people believed in us, and a lot of people doubted us. And I think more so than ever, we kind of believed in each other. We kind of depended on each other. When things went bad, we didn't point fingers. We depended on each other. You see the offense come down there and tell the defense, let's go. Offense get close. We telling the offense, let's put it in. And I think that's what this team is about, man. It's one heck of a brotherhood. That's something I can say about this team. Relentless, and, we was able to pull it out.
Hey, Chris, I heard you hammering home that adversity before the game in the tunnel to the teammates before you guys went out. You think that was a key for you guys, just to break that chip on the shoulder and take all the adversity you've been through?
Put it on my chin. It's all okay. No pun intended, though. Pause. Okay. Pause.
Last one, Chris, I think you batted down a ball without even jumping at the end of that first drive.
Sits. They shorted me at the combine. 6'5" 3/4. I'm really sits, and I'm really sits and a half with the cleats on.
So for timing that up on them to a field goal, that could be a pretty big deal in the game. I mean, how did you actually manage that play?
Listen, I was getting double team, and I was the nose actually, and we had Tershawn Warren at the 3 tech, and my job was just to collapse the pocket, and if he step up, be in position to chase him. So, and I seen the ball coming out, and I was just like, gave it Shaquille O'Neal swap.
Thanks, everyone. What is it about not pointing fingers? How you guys, as a team, how you keep the younger teammates in check? And hey,
Because I think everyone take accountability here, and we all understand one play don't make or break a game. It's usually multiple plays to make or break a game, right? Right. So if end of the game, one player drop a ball, it's not just that player fault. Balls are dropped. Pause. Balls are dropped in this league, right? But it's plays prior to that we could have scored on that we didn't score that forced us to be in that moment to have to catch this ball in that particular time. So we kind of understand that as a team. As we don't point fingers. We all understand that there's more plays to be made. And that's how we're just so dependable on each other. Y'all have a beautiful night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chiefs win at 27-24 and get the divisional playoff victory here on the road in Buffalo. In case you missed it, Patrick Mahomes has won a road playoff game. I do 25 shows a week. All I heard was that, and I'm just sick of it. So, okay, I'm just putting it out there. It's done. But now, going to Baltimore to play the Ravens for the Lamar Hunt Trophy, 4th time in 5 years the Chiefs are going for that trophy.
And what an opportunity this is for the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's just amazing that no matter what happens in all of these seasons, some struggles at times for this year for the Chiefs, they still find a way to get back to this moment. It says everything about this team, about this culture, about our head coach, and about our quarterback, that they find a way no matter the circumstances. The Ravens are playing great football right now. It'll be tough next week, but again, what a great opportunity. 6th year in a row, we're going to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, 6 straight years. I said 4 to 5. That's true too, but that's going to the Super Bowl.
Let's do that too, huh?
Let's do that too, to get the Lamar Hunt Trophy 4 times in 5 years. I do think, and I'll mention this throughout the week, that playing Buffalo prepares you for playing Baltimore. They're so unique. It's almost like playing Army and Air Force in back-to-back weeks because of their run games and the quarterback run game. Hard to play if you play them as an outlier. This game will help the Chiefs prepare for Baltimore.
Yeah, they're very similar offensively in many ways, because one of the things we talked about on Field Pass is that the Bills love to run the football and love to possess the football and play ball control. Well, that's the Baltimore Ravens as well. Very difficult to prepare for a team like that, but we just spent 60 minutes preparing for the Baltimore Ravens here against the Buffalo Bills. So a great game here for the Chiefs defensively to stop that running game. Got to do it now again next week.
It'll be the first time Baltimore's hosting an AFC Championship game since the early 70s. The Chiefs are headed to the Inner Harbor. He's Matt McMullen. I'm Mitch Holthus. Final score, Chiefs 27, Buffalo 24. And in case you missed it, Patrick Mahomes has won a road playoff game.
Chiefs Rewind is brought to you by Ford, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs, and by CommunityAmerica Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.